You ready for your New Year's dance? Happy New Year dance?
Oh yeah,
It's a Happy New Year! This is how Karen and I are kicking off the New Year. Yeah, we're pretty good dancers, right? Welcome to Bazaar Shopping Network, episode, I believe, 290. But we are starting a brand new series today. It's a new year. Why not a new series? So this is part one of Meet the Fam. So each week we are going to, hopefully, introduce you to one or two of the Bazaar family members so you can learn a little bit more about them and see what they do and get to know who they are and what they're all about. And we are it was appropriate for a couple reasons to start off with Karen Chandler because one, we call this our front door. We have two doors, but this is our front door, front porch, and she is the first space when you walk in. And she is also one of the original Bazaar family members. She has been here since day one.
That's right.
Step up a little bit because this is where they pick up the sound. So we want to make sure everybody hears you. I will, full disclosure, Karen and Lorrie, who is on next, have no idea what we're doing because I have no idea what we're doing. And we just decided to do this last week and thought it would be cool. So there are no pre-prepared questions, so I'm probably going to put you on the spot, but you're an old pro at this.
I'm an old pro.
All right, so we should, hi Mom, hi Susie, thanks for tuning in. Well, Susie's standing right here. Of course she's tuning in. So if you have questions for anybody, you can feel free to put them in the questions, in the comments. We'll try to monitor them or answer them afterwards, but we're going to start with, you've been at the Bazaar since day one.
Yes.
And you've been an artist since day one of your life, I
That's
believe.
right.
So how did you get into becoming, or how did you know you wanted to be an artist?
That's a good question. Somebody kind of talked me into it, I guess, believe it or not. Yeah, I was going to school for something else, and I met an illustrator, and they said, why don't you think about becoming an illustrator? And that's
so
how
not
it
even
happened.
a teacher?
You was a teacher,
okay, teacher saw your talent.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has a lot of talent.
Yeah.
And so you started as an illustrator as your first kind of like real paying gigs?
Yes, I've been an illustrator for many years for book covers, basically. Mystery book covers. Murder mysteries is my favorite.
And you've actually been the illustrator for a series that has there's 20 of those books? Or
26.
26, and you've done every single of the same author series, every single one of her book covers. That's really cool. And what's the name of those series?
Victoria Thompson.
Victoria
She's really
Thompson.
good, actually. They're good books. So if anyone out there wants a good read, Victoria Thompson, they're turn-of-the-century murder mysteries. They're cool, though. They're good. They're well done.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then you're known here for being kind of like our pop art queen. How did that evolve?
That happened when I moved here to Florida with all the bright colors of the sky and the flowers. And I feel like the real me came out in Florida.
And where were you before?
I was in New York before.
Okay, so from New York to Florida. What brought you to Florida?
The blue sky and the flowers and the way of life. It's just, who wouldn't want to live here, right?
Right.
It's much nicer living here
and
than
so
in New York.
the sunshine inspired the bright colors.
Yes.
And I hope everybody can see, as I destroy her display here.
It's totally fine.
I think you can tell from here, but she's got so many pieces that are bright. Well, all of the pieces are bright and colorful, but she's also always growing as an artist and always evolving because you're starting to introduce new things that I love the wood.
I know you love to knock on wood.
I love to knock on wood because it's good luck,
fun.
right?
Yeah, it is.
And you've also, is this going to be hard to take down?
Nope. Just pop it right. Take the hook and everything.
So this is one of your famous pieces that you've done, the Mermaid series.
Mm-hmm.
And then I love how she's framed it and you paint on the frames.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I did. And the reason why I started doing that is because I hate framing. And everybody always complains if it's a black frame, they want a white frame, nanny. So I said, you know what? I'm going to paint the frames. And it becomes part of the image. And people really seem to like it. So,
no, it's beautiful.
I love doing it.
I'm not hanging that up.
No, that's okay.
And then you
Just
do
leave it.
little pieces, little sizes, so price
Mhm.
points for everybody.
That's right. That's right. That's the point. You know, everybody can't come here and buy a big, giant original painting. So this way you could get something smaller, or you could have it on a shirt, or you could have it on a tote bag, or whatever. It's
I love how that art has become so much more accessible for everybody. It's not just going into like those, you know, you
Yeah.
used to have to go to like a gallery and you were like, it's so intimidating, and then the price points were like $10,000 and you're like, I could paint that myself. Well, I couldn't say that, but you could say that. And when you come into the bazaar especially, there's something for everybody at every price point.
exactly.
I mean, you even have
exactly. You even have
there's
cards that are, you know, $3.95 each. But that's the point, isn't it? Shouldn't
Now, don't listen, Karen. You can take these and put them in a frame.
Oh, people do that a lot. People
They're
do that a lot.
beautiful.
No, I think that's great. I think it's great, you know? If somebody wants to live with one of my images, that's the exciting thing.
So, how does that make you feel when, I mean, that's got to be,
It's great.
you're putting yourself out there. This is a very personal thing.
Yes.
And then someone buys your piece and they're looking at it every day.
That's right. It's a huge honor, and it never gets old, and I never take it for granted. People come in and they're like, I have 3 or 4 of your pieces. I'm so thrilled to hear that. And if it's 3 or 4 cards or 3 or 4,
Yeah.
you know, whatever it is, it says so much. And it's just
That's
so
huge.
great.
That's huge. And Susie's left us when we kind of need her. Hi, Jane. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know if you have any questions for Karen. Although, you know what? Maybe we should just tell everybody to come in and meet you. And I love that this is truly, I say this all the time, what makes the bazaar so special is that you're here. You get to meet the artist and talk to the person, and you know, and there's that personal connection.
It's a huge difference. And when you were talking about the galleries before, that's the huge difference, is that I get to meet every single person that buys my work, and I get to have a relationship with them. Whereas if I was in a gallery downtown, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Right.
So I really love that, and it forms beautiful relationships that last for a long time, and it's really great. I love it.
I think that's amazing. So if you want to learn more about Karen Chandler, come on down, and I'm going to ask Susie to move the camera while I go to talk to you about some events. So thank you, Karen.
Thank
Happy
you.
New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
So this was a perfect image to put up for our January 11th fashion show, because this is one of Karen Chandler's designs that she let us use for the event. So save the date. That is not this Saturday, but next Saturday. We are doing a vintage market outside. We've got guest vendors coming from Fort Myers and Clearwater and Punta Gorda, so some really new vintage vintage vendors that are coming. And then Black Lagoon is hosting a fashion show that is going to be quite epic. So come on down, save the date, and I am moving over. There we are. Look at that. It's like a real TV show with multiple camera angles. So, hi, Lorrie.
Hi, Kim.
How are you? Surprise! I know we're texting and like, don't forget, come at like early in the morning because we open at 10. If y'all didn't know that, we are every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10 to 3. Now, Lorrie joined us, and one of the reasons that you came to us is because of Karen.
Because of Karen. Karen and I collaborated on a couple of pieces, and jewelry to her art, and we basically started working together quite a lot.
Now, how did y'all meet?
We met at another store, and I actually asked Karen to paint my mother-in-law. And
Oh, I love that.
She did a personal painting of my mother-in-law, and I loved it, and I loved her style, and we just got to know each other, and we have similar personalities, and just enjoyed each other's company. And eventually...
And the collaborations are fabulous. We're going to go, this is one, if you can see the necklace that says girls just want to have fun, that is a Karen Chandler artwork piece that Lorrie has somehow gotten it into a necklace pendant, and then you figure out what beads to put with it and what you want to do with it. And so You've been an artist
Yes.
for a long time as well. When did you know you wanted to be, like, this was your thing?
I think I always wanted to be an artist. My mom was. She graduated from college as an artist, and I always admired her ability and her skills and things like that. But I followed my dad's path and became a banker. And
Sorry.
and then
Nothing wrong with being in banking. We need
Yeah.
people that know how to count.
which actually helped with starting a business too. And then I started a business with my husband and got into clothing and cruising and things like that. And then eventually moved into making jewelry by trading and learning skills from a local jeweler.
That is so cool. And your
Yeah.
work is so unique and so different. Do you want, let's see if I can go up here to show this off. Can you describe like your inspiration and your technique?
So that's actually two different pieces. One piece is a series of vintage and new, vintage and new beads. And I mixed them all together because it became kind of a signature of mine where you could wear it with just about everything. And to me, the vintage, all the old pieces and mixing them up with the new pieces and things like that, turn them into a unique piece. And you could even come in and pick your own beads out.
And where do you gather all these pieces, like the beads?
From everywhere. I get them online. I even go to Etsy and get them. I go to vintage jewelry. I'll repurpose the jewelry of vintage designers and try to make it more for the person, the individual.
Love it. And you always look so stylish.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, and one of the things I talk a lot about, like, you know, you have solid colors on, but then you'll add like a pop of crazy jewelry.
Oh yeah, and this necklace looks great on by itself on solid, but it also looks really good, like what Kim's wearing with her Karen's top.
I love putting jewelry with t-shirts because I
Yeah.
think that's like such.
I think it's very
We're in Florida. Yeah, it's very Florida.
Florida.
It's very, very, very Florida.
Yeah.
And then you started getting into these tassel earrings.
Oh yes, yes.
Oh, you can hear
I
this.
became a little obsessed with tassels about a year ago, and so I made tassel earrings that were, you know, serious. I have a pair on right now. So mine are green, and then there's the red ones and things. And then, as everybody knows, ducks became very popular, and it became sort of a cult thing. And I decided that I needed to add my tassels to ducks and have them on earrings. And then I even took it a step further and did school alma mater ducks. So, these ducks over here
Here's our gators.
are gator ducks.
Gotcha.
So
very
any
cute.
gator fans should come in. And then now that the bucks are playing and doing pretty well, I'd say, I have buck ducks.
Buck ducks.
Buck
Be
ducks.
careful saying that 5 times
that's
fast.
Right. That's right. That's right.
And you've got the pink and the
the
green.
pink. These are my lily ducks, and then up here is the Michigan ducks.
Gotcha.
And
Oh, I
those are
love
just
that.
the alma maters I know off the top of my head. If you have your own alma mater, I'd be happy to make them for you.
So you do a lot of custom work.
Yes, I do tons of custom work. People will come in with jewelry they've inherited from their parents or from their mom, and said, "Can you repurpose this so that you can, I can wear it? Because I'm not going to wear my mom's old, vintage piece that doesn't go with anything that I wear, or doesn't fit my style."
Love it. I love it. And I love how the vintage pieces are still vintage inspired, but they're modern and on trend.
And I've even done that with some of Karen's pieces. She has a few vintage pieces, and I'll add a tassel to them or something like that. And
she's pointing to one of them.
I've got a pair of earrings here. These are old earrings that I repurposed into posts.
Let's see if we can.
Oh, did I point them in the wrong direction?
No, you do. Let's see if we can. We'll show them here. Oh, Oh, I see. Very pretty. Those are so pretty. Oh, they look good with that necklace too.
They do, they do. And that's the other thing, is that things match differently, and you can mix and match a whole lot of stuff in my booth. I've got so many things, and some are serious, some are playful, and you should mix and match everything and make it work for you.
So you
That's
can
the whole
also
idea.
help people kind of, we talk a lot about how Pink Sebastian and eye catchers, they're such great stylists, but Lorrie can help you too, because she always looks fabulous. So anything else you'd like to add? Or I know I'm putting everybody on the spot this morning.
No, I love doing it, and a lot of times when you come in, I might be having my head down working on a piece of jewelry, and if I do, just stop me, because I get so focused sometimes, and I love talking to the customers and telling them what's going on, and if I don't know what's going on, I'll let you know.
Well, we can let them know right now. You can help me with this. All right, you got your calendars out. You ready? We talked about the flashback fashion show, and I actually put these in order today. Every second Friday from January to April, we are staying open until 7 o'clock. The Bazaar After Dark series is because Sarasota Discover Sarasota Tours is taking people around to all the different art galleries. So you can also hop on that trolley, or you can just come and hang out with us. Hamlet's Eatery will be open for dinner and live music happening outside. So January 10th is going to be so much fun. We've got steel drum music. Then on February 1st, save the date, we're bringing back the Jimmy Buffett Day. That was so amazing. And I really need to update this graphic, because this is like big news, y'all. You can win a cruise to Margaritaville. Did you know that?
God.
Yes. I know. And I feel like we should be eligible to win, because it's not us doing it. I was lucky enough to have an amazing friend that works with Margaritaville Cruises, and they donated a cruise, and it's going to be a raffle where the money is for Save the Manatees. So Save the Manatee,
Perfect.
Save the Manatees is joining us again, and so is the Sarasota Parrot Head Club. So you know it's going to be a party. That is February 1st. Then February 14th, spend your Valentine's Day with us. It's going to be a lovely, lovely evening. Come with a date, come solo, just come, because it's going to be a blast. We are staying open until 7 p.m. And then outside, this is huge. This is breaking news as well. From 5 to 8, we have Johnny Rawls and his band. Y'all, this guy is big time. He was the 2018 Souls Blue Artist of the Year. He has won like Album of the Year every year since. He is like the real deal, and we are so lucky that he was available to come play out on our stage with his band. That is Valentine's Day. And then this is going to be fun. This is not attached to the Bazaar won't be open, but February 28th at 6 p.m. out at Hamlet's Eatery is a Caribbean Carnival celebration with Siesta Key rum. Chef Mitch has prepared an amazing multi-course dinner. There'll be steel drums and other surprises, and maybe I'll share the surprise later, but I'm super excited about the surprises. That is a $75 dinner plus gratuity, and you do need to get your tickets in advance. Do that at Hamlet's Eatery website on the event page. You want to reserve today because seats are going to be limited, and that is going to be awesome. Then coming up on February 22nd, we have a very grateful day at the Bazaar. This is all happening at the Bazaar on Apricot and Lime. We are located at 821 Apricot Avenue in Sarasota, Florida. Thank you. I believe you're Anoka for asking where we are. We are an amazing place. If you haven't been to the Bazaar, we are home. We are home to over 40 small businesses, from artists to boutique owners to dog shops to plants to collectibles. We have a little bit of everything here that you won't find anywhere else, and we are open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10 to 3. Once again, our address is 821 Apricot Avenue. Thank you for asking. I think I went through most of the events. I forgot about, how could I forget about Limelight Market? We will continue Limelight Market every third Saturday in the new year. So the next one is January 18th. Always have guest vendors joining us and dog rescues, live music, lots of fun. So there you have it, y'all. That was our special. Come on, Karen, come back and say goodbye. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for wanting to learn more about our Bazaar family. This is Karen and Lorrie, who are our very first guests on this new series. And Happy New Year. We hope to see you. And I'll just move the logo so it's not off her face. That's all right.
That's okay.
Your logo's on your face.
That's okay.
Thank you
That's
so
totally
much
fine.
and have a fabulous, fabulous day. We hope to see you.
Happy New Year.